Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Welcome to the Friday morning show. I tell you what, these weeks, man, sign of old age. That's what it is. It must be that. It can't be anything else. It can't be the fact that I'm feeling younger. Well, I'm feeling all right. I don't feel my age. But anyway, we're coming back live and direct on this Friday morning with 3 segments of live news. You know what? The first segment, it just kind of had me in turmoil. I'm thinking, where do I stand on this issue? What issue am I talking about? You'll have to wait and see. And there's also a birthday. There's a birthday to be had, and as well there's a certain player coming back at Arsenal. A mouthful, isn't it? As usual, we'll get into this one on the other side of this music intro. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this one. It's the Friday morning show. Yeah, had a bit of a scattered week actually. Some hours I wasn't working, some hours I was working my placement, and some other bits and pieces in between that. But what you guys can do right back now, let's get on here. What you can do right back now that the camera's actually working without the green screen. Green screen? What green screen? We don't use green screen. Actually, we do sometimes. But what you can do now is subscribe. That's all you have to do. You'll be part of the community over here in Cannon Fodder TV. We're growing organically. There's no like fertilizer over here. That was a terrible accent. But forget about that. Subscribe. Be part of the community over here on Cannon Fodder TV. Right. Oh my God. I don't know where I stand on this one, man. It's just, I tell you what, it just had me. This news, the first segment over here is in regards to the takeover in Newcastle. I know it's not. Is it Arsenal related? Football related. Football related. Newcastle takeover completed. Saudi-led consortium ends Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership. I can't believe it's 14 years. 14 years. Anyway, that's a takeover sees Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund, PIF, take control in 80% stake and Mike Ashley's controversial 14-year ownership of the club. Manager Steve Bruce is expected to be replaced. I saw actually the segment. Well, actually, I'll go into that towards the end. Continue reading the report here, which comes up from Sky Sports. Newcastle are in the next action against Spurs, October the 17th, straight after the international break. The £300 million takeover of Newcastle United has officially been completed, with the Saudi-led ending Ashley's aforementioned ownership. The Premier League confirmed the takeover in a statement on Thursday, saying it had received legally binding assurances. This is the most important part for me, that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will not control Newcastle United. The investment group, led by the Public Investment Fund and also comprised of PCP, Capital Partners, and RB Sports and Media, Newcastle's new owners, are expected to replace Steve Bruce as head coach. But no decision has yet been made on when this might happen. Now, Amanda Sevely has told Sky Sports Newcastle's long-term ambition for Newcastle is to be, of course, top of the Premier League, as well as winning other major honours. It's a tough one. For me, it's a tough one. You know, this human rights violations allegedly puts a big question mark, on this takeover here. No matter how you paint it up and fix it up and say, oh, it's going to be okay because we've got the PIF, the consortium there and this, that, and the other. But I'm not. Where do I stand on this? Where do I stand on this? Listen, it wouldn't be so bad if, with these allegations of human rights, violations, are and will remain to be in the background of Saudi Arabia. But on a footballing front, you are happy for Newcastle because Newcastle, they don't have any history of, major honours, at least in Europe. Maybe, in the 30s, 20s and 30s, yes. But apart from that, They don't have any serious a serious legacy. You want clubs to rise from the ground, but where I kind of draw the line on this is where you see so much money swirling around at the top, the echelons. Forget about, in Spain and Italy and France. I'm talking about just here in England, the Premier League. You don't see the money filtering down to the lower league clubs. We've said it so many times, grassroots level of football, clubs literally just disappearing, going to administration, struggling, and we know what the pandemic brought. We know what happened there. But where I do struggle, where I see so much money swirling around at the top level, the top flight football, but yet, you don't see the money, trickling down to the clubs who really need the money. And then again, you factor in the alleged, I'm going to say, because I've not read up on any kind of human rights violations, so that is something maybe we could have for a different day's debate. And here are some stats for you. Newcastle, now the richest club in the Premier League. The PIF, Saudi, Public Investment Funds. Do you know how much they're worth now? Newcastle are now worth 320 billion pounds. You want me to repeat that again? 320 billion pounds, not millions, not thousands, billions. And then you've got Man City, Sheikh Mansour. Do you know how much he's worth? 22.9 billion pounds. Then in third place, Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, 9.6 billion pounds. And before I go any further, actually I've got just two more clubs to mention. You look at now Newcastle, 320 billion pounds. It dwarfs all the other clubs that I'm going to mention, all the clubs there, by the factor of 10 and then some. And in the fourth place, Arsenal, Stan Kroenke, worth 6.35 billion pounds. And then fifth place, Aston Villa, Nassaf Saris, 5.3 billion pounds. What does that mean? What it means is going to be one clear club. Forget about, football fair play rules. To me, doesn't mean squat diddly. Doesn't mean anything. You saw Man City kind of got away with what they did there, weaning their way out of it. Football fair play rules does not mean anything. It's not here to be the great savior. It's here to protect those clubs, the super powerhouses, the super power clubs. And the Super League, I am really fearful of what it's going to mean going forward. So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at my club, Arsenal, and I'm thinking, what do I want from my club? I want transparency above anything else there. Stan Kroenke has got 100%, share, ownership of the club. Doesn't have to do any AGMs. The functional statements, doesn't have to, publish them, because he's got, 100% ownership of Arsenal. But what do I want for all my club? I want transparency, and I want a new owner. I want a new owner. The self-sustaining model I've been saying for the longest time does not work. And then we spent 150 million pounds. Oh, yippee-yi-yay. But something has to give, Alex. Something has to give. What do you want? I shall put it out to each and every one of you watching now. I know I've put a poll out. Let me just quickly look at the poll that I put out before going live. The poll that I put out, Newcastle Takeover, means anything for Arsenal? So out of 56 votes, then again, it's just 20 minutes of starting the poll. Yes, 55% of you say yes, it does mean something for Arsenal, and 45% of you think it does. This does not mean anything at all for Arsenal. But you know what? I've come off the fence. I've come off the fence. I do not want an owner with the possibility of human rights violations. I want an owner, and I want the Premier League to step up and make sure. I know literally they said that they've received the binding legal binding document, this, that, and the other, and they wanted to make sure that Saudi Arabia is not going to be controlling Newcastle, really. But I want an owner literally who's going to be doing and seen to do the right thing. The self-sustaining model does not work for Arsenal. Doesn't work for Arsenal. And so where do I stand? I'm thinking, yeah, listen, I'm not sure we have any Newcastle followers on Canon Fodder TV. But I've got to say, first and foremost, congratulations to Newcastle. What does it mean going forward for them? Nobody knows. Because throwing money at a problem doesn't guarantee success. Doesn't guarantee success. So this woman, I forgot what her name is. Just quickly, just remember, just kind of review her name. Amanda Staveley has said, when quizzed on Sky Sports in regards to Steve Bruce's position, well, you know what, we're not even thinking about that now. We have to take stock of what we have at Arsenal, at Newcastle, and see how, what can we change there. And even going further afield, I didn't realize the Newcastle Stadium is actually in the city centre. So there's got clubs, bars, and everything around, the stadium there. So they're looking to change the culture at the club and see how they can actually change the environment around the club. And then they will deal with the manager and the players a little bit later on. I think, okay, that sounds reasonable to me. But throwing money at a problem is not going to guarantee success. It just means you have a quite wealthy owner backing the club. That's what it means. That's what it means. Because if you look at Arsenal, we've got a wealthy owner, but he's thinking, you know what, I'm going to keep my money. You guys, self-sustaining model, whatever you have there, use that to refinance or sell it off and buy the elements that you need to do what you need to do, if you understand what I mean. Does not work at Arsenal. Doesn't work at Arsenal. So are we willing to sell our soul and have a billionaire owner like PIF stroke Saudi Arabia? Are we willing to sell our souls? Because I'm thinking, I'm a traditionalist. I've supported Arsenal from the mid-70s up until this point. We've seen Arsenal falter in the Champions League. We have not won the Premier League 17 years and running. Fan base up in arms, lacking patience, want the club to go out and buy the best, shiniest thing in Europe or in the world. But where do you guys stand? Where do you stand? Do you want a billionaire owner or a consortium? Never mind what they've done in the past, what they continue to do, the dark or shady dealings. You just want to see the money. Is that what you want? Is what, I'm sorry, Stan Kroenke has brought us to the point there where we're thinking, what, we need to get rid of him. We need someone or a consortium like Newcastle have. Doesn't matter, irrespective of what they've done or allegedly done there. Where do you guys stand on the fence? Where are you? Are you on that side, or are you thinking, actually, I too, I don't want this fast money. Let's try and build from within. Do you have the patience? Do you have the patience? So, I went through the stats there. It's just mind-boggling the amount of money. Newcastle Saudi Public Investment Fund. The club is now the richest, £320 billion. Dwarfs Man City, Sheikh Mansour, £22.9 billion. Dwarfs them. Dwarfs. Again, I wouldn't have a big problem if A, the money got filtered down to the lower league clubs. B, if we didn't have a billionaire owner who, again, just thinks about his own interests. What is it going to mean for Arsenal? This takeover for Newcastle, what is it going to mean? Now, I'm probably thinking, I'm making the assumption here that a lot of the fan base are going to be up in arms and they're going to say, let's get back to Kroenke out. Kroenke out. Well, I've been saying that for the longest time, haven't I? Just because we've started a new season, just because we've bought some players, just because we spent £150 million, just because, a lot of you have taken your eye off the ball. I have not. I have not. Still Kroenke out. Don't buy the merchandise. Don't feed into BT Sports, Sky Sports. And so this issue here of Newcastle, again, Newcastle fans, supporters, congratulations. A lot of you feel like you've won the lottery, but it's how you use the money. Again, the money's not going to guarantee instant success. The money is just money. It's how you utilize it to get the thing that you want to get. You guys want success. You want to win the Premier League. You want to upgrade, your squad. And all the while I'm thinking, wow, Joe Willock, man. Joe Willock has landed on his feet, hasn't he? Landed on his feet. He's thinking, oh my goodness, where am I? I'm in a parallel universe. Oh, well, actually, I'm at the right place at the right time. Age 21, 22. They're not going to sell Joe Willock. Joe Willock's going to be there for the longest time. Yeah, so all those naysayers about, oh, Joe Willock's got to stay with Arsenal. No, he made the right decision to leave Arsenal. And it's nothing about hindsight. I've been saying it for the longest time. So Joe Willock, congratulations to you, man. Congratulations to you. But I was on the fence, but now I'm thinking, no, I don't want Arsenal to sell it so. Well, actually, that horse is already bolted, hasn't it? It's already gone. You can't close Pandora's box now. It's out, isn't it? But the next owner must not be anything like the Kroenkes. Self-interested, not thinking about the fan base. Oh yeah, self-sustaining. Use my money. You're not going to use my money. Use your own money. I don't want an owner. So what? Are we asking for a sugar daddy? Do we need a sugar daddy now? What kind of sugar daddy do you think Arsenal needs? That was a tough one. That's a real tough one for me, to be honest, because I know all the news that came out yesterday, Newcastle. Oh, congratulations! I was thinking about from what point of view can I take or talk on Canal 4 TV about the takeover at Newcastle? £320 billion Newcastle are now worth. And so you can think that we're within reach of buying Messi, even though they're past, his peak. Neymar, Mbappe, all those players there, they can buy. If you sell the dream and the idea of what they're trying to build at Newcastle, money is no object, but you can't guarantee success. You can't guarantee success. Oh my goodness, yeah. You know what? God, I've got a bit of a headache, man. Serious, a bit of a headache. Again, I guess you'll probably call me maybe a socialist. Share the wealth. Share the wealth. The money can't always just remain at the top. Let the money and the success filter down to grassroots football. Anyway, so that took me 20 minutes to go through that one, man. Yeah, that was for me. That again, when I saw the news, I thought, okay, so how am I going to approach this? Knowing that I've been supporting Arsenal for almost 50 years, well, not 50 years, 40 odd years since the mid 1970s. And I've seen some good times and some real bad times at Arsenal. By the grace of God, I was able to go to see Arsenal play at the old Ivory Stadium, and quite a few times more at the Emirates. But what I'm liking is what I saw at the Highbury Stadium, not at the Emirates. Tough one, man. Tough one. So we'll review the poll, I guess. Let me just quickly refresh the page and see where do we stand. My goodness, the poll. Let's have a look. So the poll currently stands at, well, it's jumped up quite a few now. Again, the Newcastle Takeover means anything for Arsenal? Choose only one. Yes. 60% of you believe it means something to Arsenal. What does it mean? What does it mean? And 40% of you think no, it doesn't mean anything to Arsenal. And this is out of 80 votes. Again, maybe 35 minutes now. We've been 35 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Right. So let me go on to the second. that one took a lot out of me, man. That one took a lot out of me. You know, a lot of emotion there, man. Again, I applaud. Congratulations to Newcastle, but with that cloud, you know, the allegation of human rights violations, and then you're thinking about actually from the figures, £320 billion dwarfs everybody else there. Football fair play rules, forget that, forget it. Right, the second segment is in regards to what I actually wanted to talk about from yesterday when I was doing a thumbnail artwork. I thought, okay, well, you know, Jack Wilshere. And nah, I thought I have to talk about Newcastle. Jack Wilshere training with Arsenal as a club shows support for former midfielders' future. Former Arsenal midfielder Jack Wilshere has been a free agent, as we know, since his deal at Bournemouth expired last season. The 29-year-old played 197 games for Arsenal over 10 years. Wilshere has publicly spoken about struggles with his own mental health and highlighted the importance of talking. Now, Wilshere, who played for Arsenal, is been back in training. The PA news agency understands he will occasionally join in with the first team and use the opportunity to study coaching approaches in an agreement that will run until the end of January. So he's currently training with the under-23s at London Colney. So yeah, on the other, there was another platform that was saying he's going to force his way into the first team. That Jack Wilshere is going to force his way into. Not for me. Sorry, let me just take a quick. That went down my throat. Yeah, Jack Wilshere possibly could force his way into the first team. Not for me. I'm sorry. No, we can't do that. That'll be a backward step. Yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So I'm loving, you know, seeing Jack Wilshere back training London Colney with the under-23s, and that shows that the club, not so much the club, but the people, some people who are at the club, still have a heart. Not that this, you know, coldest monolithic organization, but they do have some sense of a emotion connecting the brain to the heart. So it's good that he's back. He's been allowed to train, and yeah, maybe work on his coaching badges. But yeah, Jack's back, man. Jack's back, and I wanted to talk about him more, according to yesterday. I thought, no, I had to talk about the Newcastle situation, man. Goodness. And last but not least, while I get comfortable on the chair here, it's Ben White's birthday today. Yes, the defender turns 24. So it's not all bad after all, isn't it? So from everyone at Cannon 40 TV, Ben White, would like to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. God, dear me, just short of 25 minutes. I haven't even had a break yet, man. God, dear, Newcastle. Anyway, let's go have a break. I need a break, man. I need a break. When we come back, we're going to the live chat. I can see the live chat again. One of the hot topics. People like to give their opinion, don't they? Don't Arsenal. They like to give their opinion, innit? And not call people for proper business. But anyway, let's have a break. And when we come back, we'll go into the live chat. Just see you in a few moments. As part of the Cannon 40 TV experience and services, we're now extending out into additional online products such as voiceovers, thumbnail artwork designs, and video editing for small YouTubers who have less than 1,000 subscribers. Voiceovers. If you need voiceovers for short videos, 30-second adverts, stories, intros, and outros, then we can do this for you. Let us know the length of the voiceover and we will give you a polished audio file in less than no time. In addition to this, thumbnail artwork designs. As we pride ourselves on sharp HD thumbnail artwork designs, we can do this at a relatively low price. Send us your specifications and we'll produce eye-catching designs to attract subscribers and followers to your platform. And finally, video editing. We have a range of video editing techniques, special effects, and software to produce a polished end product for which you can be completed in the quickest time possible. Now, if you would like help and support getting your channel promoted and your subscriber count going, then send us an email at artworldpublic1@gmail.com. I repeat, artworldpublic1@gmail.com. We are here for you, for the Canon 4 TV experience. Okay, I think I just had enough of a break. Let's go to live chat again. I can see the live chat is just kind of warmed up. The topic Newcastle, man, Newcastle. All right, so we've got Monty's back. Monty, what's happening, brothers? This is welcome on Alex and the Canon 4 TV family. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new here. And on Arsenal, the joke of the moment, it says, where are all my Newcastle fans? So are you a Newcastle fan now? Are you Don Arsenal? They need to change your handle to Don Newcastle, not Don Arsenal. Alex, I support Newcastle here. Why? Not be Big Six anymore. Now it's a Big Seven, and the Newcastle are gonna win the EPL before us, most likely. But again, like I said, Don, throwing money at a situation doesn't always guarantee the outcome that you want. It doesn't. It doesn't. Hey, Gumsy Gums! Wow, long time, man. Long time. We've got to be honest, everyone. Lost their clubs a long time ago. Yeah, the Pandora's box is now open. You can't close it back now, innit? There will eventually need to be a Super League because the bottom half of the league won't be able to compete with the top half at all. Gumsy Gums, I understand what you're saying. Welcome back into the live chat. But is that not the beauty, at least, of the Premier League? That you've got teams at the bottom have the capacity to beat the clubs at the top. In other clubs, you just see it's the same old 4 clubs at the top. The same clubs winning it season in, season out. But at least in the Premier League, the bottom clubs can beat the top clubs. The top clubs can falter and trip up against the middle team clubs. That is something we need to cherish. As I don't agree, these guys are going to throw money at Newcastle and it will bring them success. That's what Arsenal fans need, tired of saying. We should do it the right way. Yeah, it's not going to guarantee anything. Won't guarantee anything. Alex, I will sell my soul to the devil in exchange to the owners Newcastle fans have. You sell your soul. I ain't selling my soul to anybody, man. Sorry. Money, money, money. Ain't it funny? It's a rich man's world. Shout out to ABBA. Tell you what, yeah. They've made a comeback, haven't they, ABBA? They've made a comeback. I've heard the new single. Single doesn't sound good at all, man. Anyway, Alex, I've had 16 years of patience. I don't want to wait and build Arsenal with the kids anymore. Well, I'm not saying only with the kids. I'm saying with a combination of experienced players and the young kids. Wade, good morning. What about Arsenal? I've got to do something. If not soon, will disappear. Very, very soon. Very soon. Kroenke and Arteta out, says Don Arsenal. Again, it's gone back to Arteta out. You joker. Whoops. With the money, they will be on the Arsenal way. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Joe, well, sorry, all coming, Alex. Yeah, man, he's in the right place at the right time at the right place, and vice versa. With the money, Newcastle will be able. Sure, what you mean? Joe Willock saw it all coming, man. I want a sugar daddy and a sugar mummy now. They'll be above Arsenal anyway. And you, Don, you say it's going to be the now big seven. It won't be the big seven. It's still going to be the so-called big six of the positions. Yeah, big six gives you, European football, Champions League, and Europa League. Not seven. The six positions, not seven positions, brother. Arsenal for life, going to want done Arsenal. I would never sell my soul to anyone in order to have the Newcastle owners. It would just become an old club, and our legacy as a club will die. I care more about the legacy of the club than getting Saudi owners in order to be successful. My biggest problem is the Saudis and all the human rights violations that occur over there. But I won't get into the politics. Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to avoid. And the thing as well, I don't know too much about it to talk about it, Monty. But again, for me, it's allegation. I don't want to put the channel in any kind of disrepute and any problems. But that's why I'm saying the word alleged human rights violations. So if you've got that cloud over you, or over the entity or consortium, I'm thinking, I think I would pass. I would pass on that, to be honest. But yeah, the politics. Whoops. As for our legacy died years ago, we only talk about history. As I still have a soft spot for Wiltshire, glad he's back. Yeah, like I said, I'm also happy that he's back. But to say that he's going to force his way into the first team, no. At whose cost? If he comes and plays in the midfield, at whose cost? Whose place is he going to take? So for me, it's a no. It's a no. But I understand what you're saying there. I do understand. It's still there. The Wenger era only ended 3 years ago. Our legacy isn't dead, but it will die if we allow Saudi owners to take over the club. Arsenal for life. With the situation, where do you stand with the Cronkies? Where do you stand with the Cronkies? Are you thinking we're doing okay having the Cronkies with us? The self-sustaining model? We spent £150 million in the transfer market. But where do you stand with the Cronkies? Let me know. Let me know. The Wenger era died 10 years before he left. Wenger ended in 2006. Then also, don't sell yourself for anything, my brother. Believe that, man. Believe that. That's priceless, man. Your soul? Nah, man. For what is it to gain the whole world, but not to have your soul, man? Yeah. Is that how it goes? What is it worth for a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I can't remember how it goes, but yeah, I ain't selling my soul to anybody, for nothing, man, or anything. Alex, the Big Seven gives you Conference League. Yeah, but we're not interested in the Conference League. We're not interested in the Conference League. and going by the figures, neither are Newcastle. Newcastle are not interested in that league there. And that league is just been put there straight after the pandemic to try and generate more income. That's all it is. Clubs feeling obligated to join that league there. That's all it is. It's like the Champions League. Champions League means, it should mean, the champion of your league wins the rights to play in that league. But yeah, second place, and then you have, again, I really didn't understand that. Champions League means that it should be only the champions of their league plays in that exclusive entity there. Again, I never could understand that. The best thing to happen now is most of the clubs get sugar daddies, and it would mean not one club can dominate. It will also be a huge challenge for Newcastle to win the Prem due to the competition. So, Gumsy Gums, let me ask you a question very, very quickly. Again, it is for me, from the channel, again, I don't want to put the channel in any kind of difficult situation. Does not the allegation of human rights violation, does it not bother you? Does it not bother you? Do you think Arsenal deserves to have any kind of billionaire owner? Any owner will do. Let me know. Let me know. As I would play Wilshere instead of Xhaka. Wilshere loves playing for Arsenal, while Xhaka thinks he's doing us a favour. Yeah, but Xhaka hasn't been playing because he's out injured. We've played Lokonga. So are you saying we're going to sacrifice that position there by playing a player who left Arsenal? From his own admission, he said he was angry and upset when Unai Emery said to him, actually, you know, Jack, thank you for coming in, but I can't guarantee you game time. I can't guarantee you. And he actually said, you know, when he left the meeting, he was furious. So are we going to, yeah, give that position to Jack Wilshere and have Lokonga out? Not for me. Not for me. As we don't want Conference League, but seems like we will end up there. We didn't want Europa League, but not even in it. Well, yeah, but that's from our lack of stewardship. You know, the way that we've done business, again, with the recruitment, the wrong kind of players, and the players we did have. I don't want to mention the player's name because, again, we've spoken about certain players with the, you know, the lack of respect for the coach at the time, Unai Emery, not turning up in our first European final for how many years? But yeah, but that's been our fault. That was our fault. That's nobody else's fault. We can't blame anybody else for that. Chowdhury, good morning, mate. What would think about a Super League? Do you think we can find a way to protect big clubs? You are doing great, mate. Thank you for that, Chowdhury. The Super League, I don't want Arsenal to be in the Super League. I don't want it. You only have the elite clubs. There's not going to be any relegation. Takes the fun and seriousness out of any league. Oh, okay, so you know we lost. Okay, we're going to be playing Barcelona next week. Okay, we played them before. Oh, we're going to be playing Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Yeah, okay. Are we getting relegated? No. So what's the point then? What's the point? Just a money-making entity again? No, no. I don't want Arsenal to be in a Super League. But with this news from Newcastle, it makes the likelihood now of a Super League more possible. £320 billion Newcastle are now worth. Oh, my goodness. Daniel Ek out. We don't want his 2 billion. It's too small. It's funny. I was watching another podcast this morning, and they were saying that, you know, with Daniel Ek's bids just being just foolishness, some silliness. Again, if you're going to at least make Stan Kroenke's eye flutter and give him a little bit, you know, of interest, come with a bit, you know, of maybe £2.5 billion. Come with some serious money. What was it, 1.3 or 1.2 billion? I mean, give me 1% of that, but that's not enough to get the juices flowing for the Kroenkes. Come with a bit of a minimum 2.5. Trying to get comfortable in the chair, man. Minimum 2.5 billion, and then we can talk. But that's not enough. Nearly enough money. Not enough money. Well, Alex, let's be honest with ourselves. Which billionaire is this world? In this world, has a clean heart. Top level sport is no longer the same. It has been taken away from us. Yeah, I did think about that. You know, because literally billionaires, they're billionaire for a reason, aren't they? It's how they obtained their fortunes. And actually, there's a saying that, you know, whenever you claim a fortune, there is like I can't remember how it goes. Ill-gotten gained. So they've got the fortunes not by the right way. You know, if you understand what I mean. But yeah, I don't know, man. Thank you to all the gooners here. We appreciate your time and interaction on this wonderful channel of ours. Yeah, I tell you what, I found the first segment, you know, just talking about Newcastle, really difficult, man. Really difficult. And I didn't want to talk about Newcastle. I wanted to talk about Jack Wilshere. Yes, that was the idea. You've probably seen the thumbnail change a couple of times. I thought, okay, we'll change it to this one. To be honest, Alex, Newcastle isn't for the fans anymore. Well, you say that, but they rake in some serious the capacity. I think it's like, is it 50,000 every single home game, man? And I remember there's some guy who always loves to take off his shirt, just baring his chest, and it's freezing. I was thinking, hardcore fans, man, hardcore fans. I'd rather the Cronkies than the Saudi owners. Okay, all right. I don't want a Super League. I want a competition that Crystal Palace comes to the Emirates and beat us. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. You know, if you've got a Super League where all the elite clubs are playing together, there's no relegation. It's just a money-making, league competition, and it won't be most likely in London. Although we're Arsenal, they might even change the name. You probably see more games out there in the States, stateside. So for me, nah, no. Bring Tony. The dynamic duo. That's a nice one, Shouty. Nice one, man. Wanting some Maxima, but why would he come to Arsenal now? Yeah, man. Like I said, Joe Willock, but Joe Willock's he's thinking, my goodness, I saw this coming in my crystal ball. No, you didn't, Joe, man. Joe, you didn't see this, man. But congratulations to you. When you left Arsenal, I said, well done to you anyway back then. And people saying, Alex, what are you talking about, Alex? You know, we need a player like Joe Willock. I was thinking, well, that's gone now. But when he was with us, he wouldn't have got 7 consecutive games on the bounce under Mikel Arteta. Wouldn't have got those games there. In Newcastle, he scored 7 consecutive goals because why? He played in 7 consecutive games. Wouldn't have got it at Arsenal. But yeah, Joe Willock was thinking, yeah, man, I saw this coming in my crystal ball. Liar. Lie. Do you think the Premier League needs to introduce a German model where the majority of the shares is dedicated to the fans? Yeah, they call it, is it called the golden ticket? I think there's a special name for it. But yes, yeah. The funny thing is, you look at them down the road, Spurs, they've got fan representation on the board. Fan representation. Why can't we do that? Why can't we? As much as we don't like them, and leaving them lot, they now have fan representation on the board. Why can't we do the same? But yeah, I can't remember. There is a special name for that, isn't it? But I think it's called a golden ticket or something. Yeah, why not? Ashton. I'm not saying the Cronkies are good. They're awful, but the Saudi owners are worse. I don't know, man. Shake Willock. Oh, you mean shake him? Tell Willock, why didn't you tell us? Shake Willock. No, I know what you mean, man. Hey, Ashton, man, where have you been? Where have you been? It's been the longest time, brother, man. Blessed good morning, Alex. Joe Willock didn't see that coming. How do you know? How do you know? Do you have a hotline to him? Maybe he did see it coming. Oh, dearie. No, I'm just joking, man. I've got the last laugh now, haven't I? I've got the last laugh. Oh, dearie me. You got to laugh, man. You have to laugh. Oh, dearie me. Let me just quickly check in with the poll that we did. Joe Witt didn't see this one coming. He didn't see it coming. Let's have a look here. Can I see the poll? Can I see the poll, please? The poll that we did incidentally was in regards to the Newcastle Takeover. Does it mean anything for Arsenal? Let's have a look here. So out of 105 votes so far, whoops. 105 votes. 40% of you believe no, it doesn't mean anything for Arsenal, and 60% of you believe it does mean something for Arsenal. What does it mean? What does it mean? Can someone quantify it? What is the definition of this? What does it mean? What will it mean for Arsenal? What will it mean? Would it mean, like, people will be in the street shouting against, Kroenke out, because they just remembered, and oh, actually, Newcastle. Oh yeah, Kroenke out. Or what does it mean for Arsenal? What does it mean for Arsenal? The Sheikhs made a pledge to never sack Bruce Ball. Says John. God, daring me. Newcastle after Bell and Conte, and now is Arsenal fans got Shaq and Arteta. Actually, that was the other thing I forgot to mention when I did speak about that segment there. No doubt they have a free rein now to go after Antonio Conte, because one thing for sure about Antonio Conte, he will demand what is the vision? What is the vision? What does Newcastle want from me? Or what do they want to achieve in the future? And secondly, Conte will need a massive war chest. A massive war chest, £320 billion worth. So go out, Conte, go and buy Messi, go and buy Neymar, Mbappe, and all those other players there. Locatelli, Lautaro. Anyway, yeah, man. The sky is the limit now for Newcastle. The sky is the limit. But I've said, like I said at the beginning, the money is just the money. The money is a tool, but it's how you use the tool. Yeah, the money doesn't guarantee success. So, like I said, congratulations to Newcastle. Yeah, they won the lottery. It's how you use the money now. It's how you use the money. Alex, it means after 3 years, Newcastle will start to finish higher than us. Well, let's wait and see, because they languish in the bottom 3 position now, don't they? Bottom 3. The 320 is misleading. There are hundreds of people in the royal family that have a form of Esra investment groups. Ah, yes. The owner of Newcastle net worth is 18 billion, but again, that is a handsome money to invest. Yeah. I wonder how would have our fan base, how would have they responded if they came in and brought Arsenal? Would we have forgotten about the alleged human rights violations, or would we have said, oh my goodness, oh no, we can't have them, yeah, we can't have PIF here, Saudi PIF, no, we don't want them over here. Oh, we stood fast and said, actually, no, we're due to have a new owner. Difficult, very, very difficult. Massive shout out to our 14,700 subscribers and followers on all other platforms. Without you, there could never ever be a Cannon Fodder TV. I tell you what, I got a headache, man. I got a headache from doing the first segment there about Newcastle, man. Oh my goodness. Again, I wouldn't mind, so much if there wasn't this dark cloud over. No matter how you try and paint it up. PIF, Saudi PIF, investment groups, and was it RB and the Reuben brothers. I wouldn't mind so much. And then I wouldn't mind so much if I saw a lot more money filtering down to the lower leagues, grassroots football. But that's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. Won't happen. They are in 19th position, but all they need is a good manager and a January transfer window to change everything. Well, listen, I'm not falling for all this stuff about, wasn't it Amanda Shevely who was saying, the director now of Newcastle, oh, we're not thinking about the manager's position or the players, we're just looking about the infrastructure at Newcastle and how we can actually look about, developing around the stadium. I was thinking, nah, man, nah. I can't see Steve Bruce lasting. It won't last long because, of course, they have free reign now. They can go for an Antonio Conte. Of course. Doesn't guarantee success, though. Anything better than KSE, you mean? Yeah. Cronky's Sports Entertainment. Right, guys, I've got to quickly just play this promo video because I noticed I've got a serious important message coming on my phone. So just give me a few moments. We're going to come straight back. We'll review the news from Canon 4TV's perspective, and we've also got some news in regards to the Easy Talk later on this evening. So we'll be back in a few moments. Hi, and welcome back to Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Well, this is a special video introducing our new membership scheme. Membership scheme, I hear you say? Yes, YouTube have allowed all content creators to have a membership scheme, and it's open to all our subscribers. Let me just get one thing straight right about now. All the content that you've been seeing for the last 2.5 years will remain to be free. So that's the Voice of Reason, that is the live shows, the broadcasts, the Easy Talks, all those content there is going to remain to be free. Okay, so I've got it off my chest. With the membership scheme, you get certain perks. With those perks, you'll get to see behind the scenes footage that probably nobody's seen before. Maybe, I'm not sure if you want to see. You also get early release of certain videos. And of course, with the player profile videos where you ask us to do a video on a specific player, we'll give you a shout out, we'll mention you, and that'll be literally earmarked as if it was a present from us to you. With those formats there and the perks, they will come with a small price to be paid for the month. So with the lower level, which is going to be a bronze canon, you'll get the shout out in the live chats, and also with the chat, if you are a member, it will go right to the top of the page that we must and we will mention you. And you also get like a free emoji and GIF with that as well. With the silver canon, again, you'll get all behind the scenes footage, all the bloopers, all the things that we've tried to keep away from you. But yeah, there'll be a small price to be paid for that. That's roughly standing at £4.99. It will vary from country to country. So wherever you're on the way, there'll be a slight difference in that. And like I said, we're trying to maintain the future of Canon 4TV across the whole platform. So by all means, you know, we would love you to be a part of the membership scheme there. There are going to be perks, including discounts for all the merchandise currently running on Canon 4TV. So that is the reason why we're doing the membership scheme. Again, you don't have to join it. All the content I'm going to repeat will remain to be free. But part of the membership scheme, you'll have all those perks there. Again, there's going to be a free Q&A live session with me and maybe my brother every Thursday. You also get early footage of early releases. And of course, you'll get the discount as well as all the bloopers and the behind the scene footage right here on this lovely channel, which is called Canon 4TV. So we would love you to be part of the membership scheme. Please, the video is up and running now, and it's free to all the subscribers, all the viewers that's ever viewed at Canon 4TV. So for myself, Alex, and of course for my brother and Monty and everyone from Canon 4TV, welcome, please, to the membership scheme on Canon 4TV. All right, so we're back. Sorry, just need to quick change this. So we're back on this Friday morning show on Canon 4TV. And boy, yeah, it's the first time I've done a segment and literally just had a headache just thinking Newcastle. Again, don't get me wrong, you know, well done. They suffered 14 years of Mike Ashley. Oops. You see, and this is what happens when you don't plug in your computer. Wait and see. Am I live again? This is what happens when you forget to plug in the computer. My days, it's just been one of those weeks, hasn't it? But we shall overcome. We shall overcome when we're back. So what I was going to say is I've got a massive headache, and even a bigger headache with all this technical problems there during the first segment. And let's go into and review the news of today from Canon Fodder TV's perspective. So first up, again, let's look here. Yep, we spoke about the takeover. My goodness, and what a takeover it has been. An emphatic a few hours. Newcastle Takeover completes Saudi-led consortium. Ends Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership. The £300 million takeover of Newcastle has finally been completed, with Saudi-led consortium ending Mike Ashley's 14-year ownership of the club. The Premier League said yesterday that that the takeover, in a statement, saying that legally binding assurances that the King of Saudi Arabia will not control Newcastle United. The investment group is led by Public Investment Fund, PIF, and also comprised of PCP, Capital Partners, and RB Sports and Media. I think that's the Reuben brothers. Newcastle's new owners are expected to replace Steve Bruce as head coach, but no decisions has yet been made on when this might happen. Now, Amanda Staveley has told Sky Sports a long-term ambition of Newcastle United is to win the Premier League. I was thinking, right, okay, as well as about the infrastructure and they're thinking about the players and the manager last. I'm thinking, no, they already have their feelers out. They're already thinking about who they're going to approach. And when you look at the numbers, these are numbers I have at hand. Newcastle now the richest club in the Premier League. Saudi Public Investment Fund, £320 billion. Dwarfs Manchester City, second place, £22.9 billion. Third place, Roman Abramovich with Chelsea, £9.6 billion. Fourth place, Stan Kroenke at £6.35 billion. Aston Villa, Nassaf Siralis at £3.5 billion. I mean, I'm thinking, my goodness, you know, what is happening to football, man? Listen, you know, football is big money business. I'll tell you a very quick story. When I went to live out in Central America in the mid-2000s, and the school, the English school I was working at, and you come in the reception area, and there is a TV in the waiting area and a reception there. Do you know what they were showing? In Central America, Costa Rica, in the mid-2000s, they were showing Premier League football. And the funny thing is, they were showing a Newcastle game. I was thinking, wow, I'm like thousands and thousands of miles away from, well, I say my home, but I was living in Costa Rica. And what am I looking on the TV? I'm looking at Premier League football. So we've known football is big business. Big business. But the funny thing is, you find that the people at the top, the 1 or 2%, holds on the money, and everybody else is just running around scattering to try and make a living. That is just in life in general, but football is the same thing. £320 billion. The world is at their feet now, Newcastle. They can go out, they can speak to Antonio Conte. I'm sure they're probably speaking to him now, and sign whichever player they want. No questions asked, because football fair play rules, forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah, Newcastle, man. The fans, long suffering with Mike Ashley, and now they must think, as Joe Willett must think, Joe Willett's thinking, you know what? I knew this was going to happen. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. I'm in the right place at the right time. Joe Willett. You saw this happening? Did you see this happening? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Age 21/22, you will see his best years are going to be at Newcastle. They're not going to sell him. They won't sell him. My goodness. And the news I wanted to talk about actually originally was in regards to Jack Wilshere. Yes, Jack, come back. Jack Wilshere training with Arsenal as a club show support for former midfielders' future. Yeah, he's playing with the under 23s. Well, not playing, he's training with the under 23s at London Colney Centre. The PA news agency understands he will occasionally join in with the first team and use the opportunity to study coaching approaches in an agreement that will run until the end of January. Now, there was another platform that actually said that was running parallel, and it said Jack Wilshere returns to Arsenal to make first team appearance. I'm thinking, excuse me, Jack Wilshere is going to come into the first team? I think not. I think not. It won't happen. And if it does happen, at whose expense? Granit Xhaka is out injured for 3 months. Lokonga is supposed to be his understudy. So are we going to bring Jack Wilshere in to put Sambi Lokonga further down the pecking order? At least until Xhaka gets back to full fitness. I tell you what, I don't know. Not for me, man. Not for me. No matter how much super Jack, super. I understand that. And I know I'm not the best singer, but no. 3 steps back, 1 step forward. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. And then there is apparently a birthday. There's a birthday. Ben White turned 24 today. So there is a bit of a silver lining on that dark cloud, man. Newcastle, man. Newcastle. Let's have a quick look at the poll before I wrap up this one. We did a poll. Newcastle Takeover. Does it mean anything for Arsenal? Does it? What does it mean for Arsenal? So what if, yeah, the Saudis, the PIF have, taken over the asylum? Nah, that's not nice. They've brought Newcastle. What's that got to do with Arsenal? What does that have to do with Arsenal? But we thought we'd ask the question. So out of 121 votes, guys, thank you for the votes. You guys are absolutely wonderful with the voting. 41% of you believe it doesn't mean anything. It won't affect Arsenal. And 59% of you believe actually it does mean something to Arsenal. What does it mean to Arsenal? Come into the live chat before we wrap up this Friday morning show on Canon 4 TV, people. All right, let's have a look. Let me something here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. John says things won't happen quickly up there. Look at Man City signings when the Arabs took over. Yeah, it's not. It's not. But I think the one manager that, not me, by the way, not me. The one manager or the name that's been circulated a lot of the time has been Antonio Conte. So it would make sense if Newcastle are at least knocking on his door and find out what is the possibility. If they can paint a beautiful picture for Antonio Conte to come and manage Newcastle, why not? They've got the money. They can afford to do it. But you're right. It's not going to happen like that. And instant success doesn't always happen. It's not always guaranteed because you've got bucket loads of money. It's how you utilize that tool, money. And I wish I had a whole lot of it. I will have a lot of money in the future sometime very soon. Don also says Steve Bruce is worried he might not have his 1,000 game against Spurs, thinking he might get sacked. Laughter. I'm not laughing, man. I'm not laughing. Mon says, thank you, Alex, for another great segment. Thank you, moderator, and thank you to all the gooners here. I'm going to go for a few moments before I wrap it up. That's my moderator saying, actually, Alex, you've got to wrap it up now. I've got to wrap it up. It goes to show that Premier League is the best league in the world of football. One of the best. But things are changing. Things are going to be changing, man. I mean, the money is the money. It will always be held by, the top clubs there. It's never going to be filtered down. Supporting and saving lower league clubs. It's not going to happen that way. And how quickly do they forget? Because you look at Jamie Vardy. He came from a lower league club, didn't he? He came from a lower league club, and look where he is now. A former, England international, still scoring goals for fun, man. Left foot, right foot, header. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else? Quickly. So, guys, quickly tell me, what do you think it will mean for Arsenal, if anything, this Newcastle takeover? What does it mean for Arsenal? Does it mean anything for Arsenal? So I'm just quickly getting this last thing I want to give you guys quick information about. So whilst you're contemplating, thinking, what does it mean for Arsenal? Just because, yeah, PIF, Saudi Public Investment Fund has taken over now Newcastle. What does it mean for Arsenal? Have a think about it. Let me quickly remind you guys that later on this evening, we've got the Easy Talk. The Easy Talk is the flagship live show on Canon Fodder TV, 7:30 p.m. UK time. I'm going to have my brother Raz. He's going to be talking about the Brighton game. I think it's probably a little bit too late now to be talking about the Brighton game because he didn't do his segment earlier this week. People would have forgotten about the Brighton game, to be honest. But he's going to be on the show. Has not been on the Easy Talk for a long time. And he's going to be joined by Sharifa, the First Lady of Canon Fodder TV, talking about, what are we going to talk about? Oh, yeah, we're going to be talking about Arsenal. We'll be talking about Arsenal. So join me at 7:30 p.m. UK time. That's not your local time, UK time. We'll be talking about Arsenal. And join us in the live chat. I think we're almost done now. Yeah, hello, goodbye. Yeah, thank you for that. That's about right, actually. That's about right. Last look at the poll before we finish this one. We go for an hour and some change. Oops. So a quick look. Right. So the poll again, it stands the same, but the votes have gone up. 127 votes, one like, no comments just yet. The Newcastle takeover means anything for Arsenal? Choose only one. 59% of you believe yes, it means something for Arsenal. What does it mean? Can you guys quantify that or qualify it? What does it mean? What does it mean? Define it for me. And of course, 41% believe it doesn't mean anything for Arsenal. Does not mean anything at all for the Arsenal. As you're saying, hit the thumbs up, guys, before you all leave. And we've come to an end on this Friday morning show. Yeah, I've got out of headache, man. Took me 25 minutes to go over the first segment, just talking about Newcastle, man. That's never happened before. Never happened before. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on this Friday morning, now afternoon show over here in the UK. Remember, just subscribe. You don't have to subscribe, but whilst it remains free to subscribe, why wouldn't you? Yeah, think ahead of the game, just like Joe Willett. Joe Willett thought, you know what? There could be a takeover very, very soon at Newcastle. I want to be here. Joe Willock. Joe Willock. Come on, man. Joe Willock. Did you see that coming? Did you see that coming, brother? But anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's in the right place at the right time. But what you guys can do, you can do is just subscribe. That's all you have to do, subscribe. I do apologize for the interruption. I won't say halfway through, but like 10, 15 minutes ago. I forgot to plug in the laptop. The laptop, without power, more than an hour. That's it, man. It's a disaster waiting to happen. So I do apologize for that slight interruption there. To those of you who came into the live chat and the viewers who came in, I saw the numbers pop up over 50 at any one time on a Friday morning show. Do you guys not have anything better to do? I mean, we're no Amazon Prime. We're better. We're better than Amazon Prime. Anyway, we're done. We're finished. Done. Dusted. Any Newcastle fans who are watching now, again, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. You must think like you've won the lottery. Don't lose the tickets. Don't lose the tickets. Don't lose the money. Use the money wisely. Use the money wisely. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I've got to very, very quickly say a big shout out to my brother here, man. Hey man, what's happening, man? Gimona, where have you been, brother? Where have you been? I hope you've been keeping well. It's been a long time, man. I hope you're keeping safe, my brother. Say hello to your family, and much love from everyone on Canify TV. I'm about to finish the show now, so you have to just check on the rewind. Yeah, just check it out. What's happening with that Arsenal? Very quickly, Jack Wilshere is he's training with the under-23s, and Ben White's birthday. He's turned 24. The majority of the story has been talking about Newcastle Takeover bid there, PIF, Saudi-led consortium. But yeah, brother, I've got to go. I'm gonna head to my mother's house now. But no doubt, check up if you can on the Easy Talk later on this evening, 7:30 p.m. But until then, people, I am out. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful Friday morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in this world of ours. And remember, please take care. Take care. Look after each of yourselves. And you have been listening to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. I have learned from the life I live that there are opportunities all around us if we will only just look and listen. With opportunities comes risk and rejection, yes, but imagine looking back and saying, I did that, rather than waiting until it was too late. If you want passive income and a sense of personal freedom, act now. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is looking. If you are that person, contact us now. ArsenalRepublic1@gmail.com.